Hey guys, Jiro Bro back with another video. In this video, we're gonna be taking a dive into the Atlassian Analytics. Now, the very first question is, okay, uh, what is Atlassian Analytics and why we should actually use the Atlassian Analytics? So, Atlassian Analytics actually gives us the way to visualize the data from the data sources, and you can basically define which data sources this actually can be. We can actually see this as well, and you get out of the box templates, and you can use the SQL in order to query your data. So for this, you would actually need to be more familiar with the SQL. If you're actually not familiar, myself, I'm not really familiar with it. I just know some of the basics of the SQL. But of course, on the internet, there are like thousands and thousands of courses when it comes to SQL and learning more about it. So, yeah, the great thing is that you have the connectors for the Atlassian data sources, including things like Snowflake, Amazon Redshift, Google BigQuery, Microsoft SQL Server, and PostgreSQL, and more. So that is actually really interesting. And as you can see, you can create some of the flow metrics just like this. You can use this for the scaled agile teams, or if you want to have the flow analytics for your DevOps analysis and more. And as you can see, it gets more and more into details when it comes to the different data that you can actually really fetch. And this is so much powerful in here. So when it comes to the data in here, I already have some of the data with the one Atlassian Analytics, and basically with this is something that I got when I signed up for a new um, cloud environment, and this is for the like community leaders only, where you get your own environment already set up with the software projects, with Jira Service Management. You get the Jira Premium and everything else. So when I actually click on this, it's giving me some of the general information, and yeah, and it's giving me scorecards like the active charts, the axis that is actually in there. It's not, now it's loading, and now it's saying, yeah, I can actually restrict this query to anyone with the access to a product with enterprise plan and Atlassian Analytics. And there is like a schema, there's a query log, there's like a API, so a lot of stuff in here, API called, and this is how it actually looks like. And you have what is the type of it, so display name API called ID, and this is the API called ID. The type is, like, for example, strings, and then you have some things such as the primary keys, and you also have the foreign keys, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and for the queries, for example, that could actually be used. So in actually seeing in here issue type, right? So if I go and search, yeah, and I get some of the queries in here. So when I'm not sure about something, I can this is what I get from the cross team effectiveness scoreboard, where I got the option when it was the last run, what's the name of it, and this is the whole query in here. And as you can see, it's well, yeah, it's not it's not an easy query in here, especially when you have the joins in here and you have things like left join, right join, inner join, and so more. So this is more into the SQL and dives deeper into the SQL. So because SQL is a powerful structured query language that is used for the databases. All right, and also we have the option to create a chart in here. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to our dashboards here, and let me try to create a dashboard. So there is one to create a one using a template that uses the Atlassian data. And when I actually select this, I have, well, a lot a lot of templates that I can actually choose from, like Alert Analytics. And this is like having almost your own SaaS software right there with the built-in dashboards and all of the other things, which is actually amazing. So you have like Alert Analytics, Alert MTTAC statistics of teams, alert statistics for the month, view the most important alert metrics for your teams, Confluence adoption, see how usage is trending by pages, blog posts, and comments, Confluence content management, group access. Then you have like for this one is interesting, storage report. Then you also have for the Jira flow metrics, with Jira issue types view, flow metrics for work items, issues overview. So let's say I want to choose this one, and this is going to be Jira issues overview, and it's gonna give me a lot of data in here. This is something that I can actually see from now, but now it's saying to me that it's not actually giving me not really enough of data, actually no data at all. So I'm selecting like the Scrum project, and so only showing me one project in here, no more. Okay, that's interesting. It's not giving me, we couldn't display the chart and the chart and refresh the data. Okay, if I try to refresh the data, basically I'm not getting anything that much. Okay, interesting. Let's go back in here. So it even gives me the view count, which is okay. I also have the option to manage the templates and the custom templates. Alright, so let me try and start with the blank dashboard, and I want to add the chart here. So what I can actually do, so this is something that you can do when you are when you're starting from scratch. Okay, I have like activity breakdown, configure the chart. So this is my data source, and I select the dashboard in here. Then I have the option filter user recommended controls, where you have the option the calendar will be added to the dashboard, project ID will be added to the dashboard, which is okay. And I click on the create chart. Let's see what kind of data this is going to give me. I can also select the position of it, which is fine. Do I have no? So I only have, it seems like, one project in here that's called Scrum, and it's only reading one single project. Now, don't know why it's only reading one. It shouldn't be like that. It should be reading more of it, but it's okay. Let me see if I can have, let me see, data source. Atlassian data lake. So I have select your products. Okay. Okay, let's say what we can actually include in here. Because it seems like with that data lake we are not getting so much stuff. Okay. There we go. This is what we're having. So we have global spaces, we have Jura. That's good. We have platform development, mobile development. There we go. Mobile program, and that should be enough. I also have some of the projects in here. Let's go with customer support, engineering support, facilities, human resources, work management projects. Let's include all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna go with all of the data. I'm going to say database, and I'm gonna say create connection, because with this, with that data lake, we didn't get so much of the information. So we're gonna do it in this way. So we're gonna create our connection in here, and it's saying that the data is being connected. It's saying that this will actually take a few minutes, and they will send you an email when this is actually done. So remember, you can also import some of the data, such as the Microsoft SQL or PostgreSQL. So for this, we could even use the data from the database. There is this, I think it's something like ActiveWorks or something like that, that it was called something similar, which is the sample database that you can actually download from the Microsoft website and then use it for your daily lake. But I will be back later when this is done. Yeah, it's saying that it's already done, and yeah, I can actually, who can do this, I'm gonna say like only specific people. There we go, data. So now we have the databases in here. Okay, great. Create a dashboard. I'm gonna go with a blank one. Great. Now I'm gonna add a chart. Active users by project. That's interesting. Configure the charts. Okay, I'm using the database. Calendar will be added. Untitled. Select a dashboard. Okay, so let's go with this one. Active users by project. I hope that it's gonna read my data now. Oh, great, it is. Wait, it should be a bit different. I don't want. Okay, it's here. Great. So here I can see the active users by the project. And I can see active users 8 for the project named employee onboarding, platform development, mobile development, design, Kanban project. And that is the thing that I can see. Okay, what else we can also add? So I want to add more. So we have chart. You can create your own custom charts. And there are other things: issue details, issue status, history, created lead time distribution, number of projects, project progress. This is interesting. When I want to have this, and I'm gonna say, yeah, just tell me how many projects do I have, and it's gonna say to me, yeah, 34. Which is interesting statistics that you can actually have. So this is almost like having your dashboards, but let's say this is like dashboards on steroids, right? Where you can use the SQL in order to actually add some of the add some different data. Okay, so now it's doing its thing. Okay, so now what else I can have in here? And now it's saying number of projects 13. It's saying I can add some content in here. Okay, so this is my content. Save. And when I save it, it's saying this is my content. So this is like, you can even add your comments in here if you want. Or those don't have to be the comments. They can actually be some of the descriptions or something like that. Let's go for more for charts, because there is like a lot of them. Project progress by status, top 5 assignees by open issue count. Ooh, this is interesting. Values of custom fields. Okay, that's pretty interesting as well. Custom field value. Okay, this is interesting. Name, project ID, and project type. So these are project ID will be added to the dashboard. Also this one will be added to the dashboard as well. Alright, I want to create this chart, and I want to be showing it in here. Alright, so this is what we're having. Now we are talking. So now it's giving me value of custom fields. So this is what I got. I can expand this if I want. Yeah, so this right here is giving me some of the custom field values, but yeah, these are interesting ones. This is like almost the yeah, this looks like the API call and the API response that I'm getting for the value of custom fields, for example. And there is like a lot of pages, and as you can see, it's and now for this, like epic name saying cloud, epic name commerce, and so on and so forth. Job title. I never seen this one. Hand of the king and the master of coin. Okay, that's interesting to know. Okay, let's go for more charts in here. Activity breakdown, development cycle time. This is actually something that is interesting. Completed and remaining story points. This is yeah, this is something interesting to know. Let's see how this will actually work, because there's no more space in here. Let's put it right here. It's saying no data to show. Yeah, because I haven't really specified too much of the things. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so this is where we're having sprint ID, workspace ID, message transitions, chart, rename, hide custom formula, and all of the other things. Sprint date. Okay. Sprint ID. No data to show. Table area line bar. Bar line. There's also an option to select this as a bar line. Okay. And there is like a new query. Story point. There's the option to run the query now. Query is finished and nothing was actually really found. Group ID, issue ID, value. And there is option to actually go with the SQL. And these are the tables in here. And there are like a lot of tables. Like a lot. And this is it. And there's like the issue and issue field and everything else. Okay. So from Jira issue. So if we actually go with here, it's showing to us Jira issue. So this is the name of a table, which is actually here. And this is selecting the issue. Yeah. And issue.issue ID, which is this one right here as the issue ID, and defining the issue key as the issue key and the issue field.value as story points. Okay. All right. Or get answers faster. I can select the products for the Atlassian Analytics. Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can use it now. Not really familiar, so that's why I wanna be using new query. Add a column, SQL. Okay. Tell Atlassian Intelligence to generate the SQL, and I'm gonna say let's say all low priority issues that were completed in last 7 days. Yeah, I mean, you can do this with a JQL too. Let's see here. Okay, so this is what I'm having, right? Okay, and run the query. Let's see here. I haven't added any of the columns. issue ID, yeah, and it's not giving me any of those. Okay, I'm gonna say give me all of issues with medium priority, and now it's gonna do that, but in a SQL way. All right. Let's see here. Oh, and the weight is a big one. And there you go. You also have the issue ID even. You're having the issue key. What is the status of it? What is the priority of it? And so much more. And this is 1 of 100. And there is like 6,440 rows. Right? So this is something that you're having here. Well, if you actually now know these things in here, let me see, schema browser, yeah, and there's more like Jira issue created at where Jira priority is this one, and I can say something like, let me try to add this, and okay, Jira dot resolution equals done. Oh, it's executing the query, so it means I know something. All right, so now we're having, and now it's saying the status of a rejected. But what about the columns in here? Yeah, the columns also need to be there. Yeah, I want to add some column ratio formula column. No. I don't want any of those. But yeah, if you want to do more with the SQL, you can do it. Go ahead and do it. So that's why it is recommended to actually go through some of the SQL, basics in order to actually understand how everything works, so you can actually use the Atlassian Analytics on how you actually want to use it and customize it however you want. And I believe that this is enough for the Atlassian Analytics. Feel free to explore more. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See you in the next shot. See you in the next video. Bye bye.